Let's be honest, a lot of guys ignore the red flags women throw out in conversation. We hear something that sounds harmless, maybe even flattering, and we just brush it off. But those little comments, they're often warnings in disguise. They tell you exactly where her mindset is, how she sees you, and whether this relationship is heading towards something solid or straight into a ditch. Most men miss these signs because we're trained to focus on action, not words. But in the dating game, words matter. A woman's language can reveal her values, her respect for you, and even how much power she thinks she has over you. When she says certain things, she's not just talking, she's testing. She's feeling you out, seeing what you'll tolerate, what you'll overlook, and where she can gain the upper hand. In this video, we're breaking down 10 things women say that should make you rethink the relationship entirely. Not from a place of fear or bitterness, but from a place of power, clarity, and self-respect. If you hear any of these phrases, you need to stop and seriously ask yourself, is this woman truly for me, or am I just being played? Don't let charm, looks, or emotion cloud your judgment. Your time, your energy, and your peace of mind are too valuable to waste on someone who doesn't truly value you. Let's get into it. 1. You deserve better. This sounds sweet, doesn't it? Like she's being selfless. But pay close attention. This is rarely about your worth. It's usually her way of checking out of the relationship without feeling guilty. Translation: I don't want to be with you, but I also don't want to be the bad guy. So instead of owning her decision, she tosses you a compliment to soften the blow. Here's the reality. When a woman truly values you, she fights to be better for you. She doesn't push you away, she steps up. Saying you deserve better is her way of admitting she's either not willing or not capable of giving you what you need. It's an emotional out. And if you're still trying to win her over after hearing this, you're only proving her point, that you're not walking away when you should. A woman who's into you will want to rise to your level. She won't create distance. So when you hear this line, don't take it as some poetic form of love. It's not humility, it's a soft rejection. Accept it for what it is and move on. She's not the one. 2. I don't know what I want. This is one of the most dangerous phrases a woman can say, because it puts you in emotional limbo. Now you're stuck playing the role of the patient, understanding guy while she figures out her feelings, her life, or some guy she's still entertaining on the side. Let's be clear. When a woman is genuinely interested in you, she knows. Women are incredibly intuitive when it comes to emotions. If she says, I don't know what I want, what she's really saying is, I'm not sure if I want you, but I'll keep you around just in case. She's hedging her bets. You become her emotional backup plan. This phrase is designed to keep you confused and available while she explores her options. It's a trap that drains your time, energy, and self-respect. The more understanding you are, the more she delays giving you a straight answer because she knows you'll wait. But here's the thing. You're not here to be someone's maybe. You're a man with standards. If she doesn't know what she wants, you should. Walk away and stop giving her the power to waste your time. Let her figure herself out without using you as emotional support. 3. My ex was crazy. At first, this might sound like a good sign, like you're the upgrade from some toxic guy. But take a step back. If she constantly trashes her ex and paints herself as the innocent victim, it's a red flag. Why? Because mature people don't have to destroy others to lift themselves up. Here's the truth most men overlook. If every guy she dated before you was crazy, odds are the common denominator is her. Maybe she thrives on drama. Maybe she creates chaos and then plays the victim. Or maybe she never takes accountability for her role in failed relationships. And here's the danger. If things go wrong between you two, guess who becomes the next crazy ex? That's right, you. A woman who respects herself and others will speak about her past with emotional maturity. She'll admit where things went wrong, on both sides. She won't need to demonize anyone. So if all she does is blame others, don't ignore it. That's not healing, that's manipulation. You want a woman who owns her story, not someone who rewrites history to always be the hero, because eventually that story will include you. 4. Let's just see where this goes. At first, this might sound open-minded. Chill, no pressure. But don't get fooled. This phrase is often used by women who want all the benefits of a relationship without any of the commitment. When she says, let's just see where this goes, what she's really saying is, I'm not ready to lock in with you, but I like the attention, the dates, the comfort. In other words, she wants to keep things convenient for her while keeping you on hold. You become the nice guy she strings along while she keeps her options wide open. The danger? You start investing time, emotions, maybe even money, hoping things will evolve into something serious. But because she never committed to anything real, she can disappear at any time and claim she never promised you anything. Technically, she's not wrong, because she told you to just see where it goes. Don't fall for vague language. You deserve clarity. You deserve to know where you stand. If she can't give you that after some time together, she's either unsure about you or she's just using you until something better comes along. Either way, don't sit around hoping. Set the tone. If she can't match your energy, move on. 5. I'm not like other girls. This line is supposed to make her sound special, unique. But it's often a sneaky red flag, especially if she says it early on and tries hard to prove how different she is from other women. Ironically, a lot of women who say this are exactly like the rest, just better at hiding it. What you need to ask yourself is, why is she trying so hard to set herself apart? Usually, it's to distract you from behavior that would raise alarms. She might dress it up in flattery, but it's often a mask, a way to get your guard down. And once your defenses drop, she has more room to manipulate or control the dynamic. Women who are truly confident in who they are don't need to convince you they're special. You see it in how they act, in how they treat you, in the way they carry themselves with grace, not drama. So when you hear, I'm not like other girls, pause. Watch her actions closely, because if she's just saying it to get ahead of being called out later, she's playing the long game, and you're the target. You don't need a woman who tries to sell you on her uniqueness. You need one who shows it. 6. I'm a lot to handle. This phrase is usually meant to sound cute, even empowering. But let's be real, it's often just a soft warning that she brings chaos. And if you ignore it, you're signing up for emotional drama wrapped in a pretty package. When a woman says, I'm a lot to handle, what she's really saying is, I have mood swings, trust issues, maybe even toxic habits, and I'm not planning to change them. She's framing her instability as a personality trait. That way, when the fights start, or when she disrespects your boundaries, she can fall back on, well, I told you I was a lot. And here's the trap. Men hear this and think they can be the strong guy who tames her. They see it as a challenge, a project. But relationships aren't about fixing people who refuse to grow. You're not her therapist, her babysitter, or her emotional punching bag. You need peace, not chaos. Emotional stability, not constant tension. A real woman brings value, not volatility. So when she says she's a lot to handle, take it seriously. It's not a flex. It's a red flag. 7. You're too good for me. Sounds flattering, right? Like she's putting you on a pedestal. But in reality, this line is a subtle way of saying, I don't want to match your level. and I don't plan to. Here's what this phrase usually means. She sees your value, but instead of rising to meet it, she feels guilt, insecurity, or disinterest. So she uses this line to distance herself emotionally. It's a backhanded compliment, one that puts the blame on her, but still leaves you feeling confused. And here's the twist. Some guys think this means they just need to prove even more that they're a good guy. They double down on affection, loyalty, patience, hoping she'll finally believe she's worthy of them. But all that does is make you look desperate. A woman who truly values you will do the work to be worthy of you. She won't run, she won't play the victim, she'll level up. So when she says, "You're too good for me," believe her and let her go. Your worth is not a burden, it's a filter, and if she can't handle it, she's not for you. 8. I just need time to work on myself. Sounds mature, right? Like she's on some kind of self-love journey. But in many cases, this is just a polite way of saying, "I want out," without the confrontation. It's a vague excuse that creates distance without taking any real responsibility. Here's the hard truth. When a woman is genuinely interested in you, she won't let self-improvement come at the cost of losing you. In fact, a woman who truly wants you in her life will want to grow with you. She won't isolate herself to heal. She'll bring you in and make you part of that process. But when she says this line, what she's often doing is creating a clean exit. One where you won't argue, won't chase, and won't hold her accountable. And even worse, she might circle back later, once she realizes the grass wasn't greener. Don't wait around for someone who hit the pause button on you. Let her work on herself without your emotional investment. You're not her support system, therapist, or safety net. You're a man, and your time is valuable. Real growth doesn't come with ghosting. It comes with communication and mutual effort. If she walks away with a line like this, let her keep walking. 9. I don't want to ruin our friendship. This line gets dropped when you're clearly giving off relationship energy. But she's not feeling the same spark. She knows you're into her. She sees your interest. But instead of being direct, she chooses this soft letdown. Let's be honest. She's not afraid of ruining the friendship. She's afraid of losing your attention. Because the moment she tells you no in a clear, unfiltered way, she risks losing the guy who listens to her problems, gives her compliments, and boosts her confidence. This phrase is designed to keep you in the gray zone, emotionally invested, but romantically benched. And too many guys settle for that. They hope, wait, and stay close, thinking maybe one day she'll change her mind. But here's the reality. If she wanted something more, you'd know. You wouldn't be stuck decoding her mixed signals. So when you hear, "I don't want to ruin the friendship," understand that what she's really saying is, "I like the benefits you bring, but I don't want to reciprocate." You're not just a friend, you're a placeholder. And if you stay in that zone, you're choosing to be undervalued. Cut off the emotional supply. If she doesn't see your worth now, she never will. 10. I'm not ready for a relationship right now. This one might sound fair, respectable even. But here's where men get caught. She might say this to you, and then date someone else 2 weeks later. Confused. You shouldn't be. When a woman says she's not ready, it usually means she's not ready for you. She's just not feeling the chemistry, the emotional pull, or the attraction. But she doesn't want to come off harsh. So she blames timing, life circumstances, or personal issues instead of telling you the full truth. And again, it's not always about lying. Sometimes she really thinks she's not ready until the right guy shows up and suddenly she is. The takeaway: Don't cling to words. Watch her actions. If she's out partying, dating, flirting, but told you she's not ready, understand that it was never about timing. It was about desire. You weren't the one she wanted to commit to. That's not an insult. It's a signal, a cue for you to stop chasing someone who already made a choice. You're not here to convince anyone of your worth. If she's not ready now, don't wait until she is. Move forward. Upgrade your life. Let her realize, too late, that she passed on a man who won't beg for love. There's a harsh truth that a lot of men don't want to hear, but need to. Women will rarely reject you with brutal honesty. They'll do it with soft words, emotional cushions, and polite exits. Not because they're evil, but because they want to avoid guilt, conflict, and awkwardness. Your job as a man is to read between the lines. Decode the emotional smokescreen. Stop listening to what she says and start paying attention to what she does. If a woman truly wants you, she won't confuse you. She won't push you away with pretty words. She'll show up consistently, clearly, and with energy that matches yours. So the next time you hear one of these lines, don't fall for the fluff. Don't make excuses for her. Don't waste your time in maybe land. Respect yourself enough to walk away when her words don't align with your standards. Because you weren't made to chase breadcrumbs. You were made to lead, to choose, and to never settle for less than your worth.